After every 20 strokes of the hacksaw, the prisoner had to pause his work and cautiously listen for any activity around him. If a guard caught him in the act, the escape plan would be completely ruined, and it might even cost him his life. Unfortunately, the bars were made of metal, which couldn't be sawed through quickly. He had no choice but to take turns with his accomplice, continuously working back and forth. With their combined efforts, they finally cut through the bars after half an hour. Wasting no time, they climbed through the window and found themselves in a basement-like area. They hoped to find a passage to escape, but soon discovered that all the exits were locked with iron doors. Left with no other option, the man had to carefully put the bars back in place. Just then, he noticed a pile of discarded windows with iron bolts that could be sawed off to make a key. However, he had barely started sawing when he heard the footsteps of guards approaching from above. They swiftly hid as 2 guards on duty snuck down to the basement for a smoke break. Little did the guards know that the 2 prisoners had cleverly maneuvered past the corner by forming a human ladder. As soon as the guards left, the prisoners knew they couldn't afford to waste a single moment. The man quickly grabbed his saw and focused on his task. After half an hour of diligent cutting, he successfully removed the bolt and bent it into shape. He confidently approached the iron door and skillfully inserted the makeshift key into the lock. With a satisfying click, the lock opened effortlessly. They lit their kerosene lamp and ventured into the dark, damp basement without hesitation. Although the light was dim and faint, it was enough to illuminate their path to freedom. To their delight, they soon discovered that all the door locks were identical. With the help of their universal key, they quickly found their target, the iron door leading to the city's sewers. However, they hadn't anticipated that this door would have a spring lock, rendering their key useless. But the composed man immediately thought of a solution. He gently lifted the door and used the key to prop up the bottom hinge. Then, he pulled out his hacksaw and vigorously sawed the upper hinge into 2 pieces. Repeating the process, he sawed the bottom hinge into 2 parts as well. After removing the key and the broken nails inside, he easily detached the iron door. With freedom just a step away, they didn't rush to leave. Instead, the man took a match, broke it in half, and inserted it into the gap of the door hinge. Using the universal key, he forcefully hammered the match, seamlessly merging it with the hinge. After completing this, he crawled inside and rehung the door. Not only had they successfully removed the door, but they had also cleverly disguised the scene, making it difficult for the guards to notice anything unusual. The 2 entered the sewers with excitement, only to find that it was sealed with thick concrete. This type of concrete was sturdy and impossible to chisel through with ordinary tools. However, the cement used on the adjacent walls was of poor quality and could be easily scraped off with minimal effort. The man said it would only take a few days to dig through it, and they planned to bring tools and officially start tomorrow. As dawn approached and the guards were about to conduct their morning rounds, the 2 prisoners realized they hadn't returned to their cells yet.